Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Dhamadhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yo Radha Madhava Jabihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Unatira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jabihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jabihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande, Jai Om Vishnupad Parasvarishari Astot Satyas Divine Grace Abhay Charan Bhaktivedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Parasvarishari Astot Sat Srimad Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Puran Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudidayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10, chapter 73, verse 1 to 6. Sri Sukha Vacha Ayute Dve Sarani Astu Devi Ayute Dve Satani Astu Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjita Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjita Te Nirgata Giridronyam Te Nirgata Giridronyam Malinamala Vasasam Malinamala Vasasam. Sri Sukha Vacham Ayute Dvaistani Astu Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjita Te Nirgata Giridronyam Malinamala Vasasam. Hare Krishna. Go ahead. Sri Sukha Vacham Ayute Dve Satani Asto Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjitam Te Nirgatha Giridronyam Malinamala Vasasham. Sri Sukha Vacham Ayute Dve Satani Asto Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjitam Te Nirgata Giridronyam Malinamala Vasasham. So this verse is like 4. It's a little big one. I will go to recite it. And the word to meaning also is total 1 page. I'll try a little bit. Sri Sukha Vacha Ayute De Satani Asto Niruddha Yuddhi Nirjita Te Nirgatha Giridronyam Malinamala Vashasha Shuttachama Shukshavadhana Samruddha Parikarshita Dadrushusте Ghanashyamam Pita Kaushevashasham Srivatsakam Chaturbhavam Padmagarbhanurnikshanam Charu Prasannavadhanam Smuram Makarakundalam Padmahastam Gadashanka Ratangerupalakshanam Lakshitam Kiritahara Kataka Kati Sutta Angantam Brajatwara Manigrivam Nivitam Vanam Malaya Vivanta Iva Chakshurbhyam Liharuta Iva Jivaya Jigranta Iva Nasabhyam Rama Bhanata Iva Bhavi Pranimirhata Papmano Murtha Bipadayor Hate. Word to word meaning. Sri Sukha Vacha Sukadev Goswami said, Ayute 10,000s Dve two Satani hundreds Asto eight Niruddha imprisoned Yuddhi in battle Nirjita defeated Te De Nirgata coming out Giridronyam in the fortress of Giridroni, Jarsanda's capital. Malina, dirty. Mala, dirty. Vashasha, whose clothes. Shut, by hunger. Shama, emaciated. Hare Krishna. It's too long, I'll just wait here. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, Jarasandha had defeated 20,800 kings in combat and thrown them into prison. As these kings emerged from the Giridrana fortress, they appeared dirty and shabbily dressed. They were emaciated by hunger. Their faces were dried up, and they were greatly weakened by their long imprisonment. The kings then beheld the Lord before them. His complexion was dark blue like the color of a cloud, and he wore a yellow silk garment. He was distinguished by the Srivasa mark on his chest. His four mighty arms, the pinkish hue of his eyes, which resembled the wool of a lotus, his lovely cheerful face, his gleaming makara earrings, and the lotus glove, conch shell and disc in his hands, a helmet, a jeweled necklace, a golden belt, and a golden bracelets, and armless decorated his arms, and on his neck he wore both the brilliant precious coats of Ajamar and a garland of forest flowers. The kings seemed to drink his beauty with their eyes, lick him with their tongues, relish his fragrance with their nostrils, and embrace with their arms. Their past sins were eradicated. The kings all bowed down to Lord Hari, placing their head at his feet. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimrandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahakana Raghunatanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Saudutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahakana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusut Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavbhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. This today, the title is Lord Krishna Blesses the Liberated Kings, Canto 10, Chapter 73, Text 1 to 6. So, we had gone to 70, 71, 72, and 73. That's 71, 72. So Lord Krishna's daily activities. Then Lord visits Indraprastha and the slaying of demon Jarasandha. And now it's Lord Krishna blesses the liberated kings. So they're all connected because it describes how Lord Krishna performs his daily activities and how the messengers and Narad Muni and came to Lord Krishna, and the messengers conveyed the message of the kings who were arrested by Jarasandha and imprisonment, and they are seeking the blessings of Krishna to be released from him. So they are praying to him. The kings are praying to the messengers how the fear of material existence and surrendering, they are surrendering themselves at the lotus feet of the Lord, and they offer nice prayers to Lord Sri Krishna. And then the Lord Krishna tells the messenger that he will soon come and release the kings. So in this, particularly after killing of Jasindha, Lord Krishna blesses the liberated kings here in this chapter. So it's a wonderful pastime. Then Lord Krishna, the Narad Muni tells about King Yudhishthira going to perform a Rajasuya sacrifice, which is a king of all sacrifice. So now, then Krishna asks the ministers were, the Yadus, the other Vrishnis were not in favor because they were preparing to attack Jarasandha. And Narad Muni told that in first attend the Rajasuya sacrifice. Then Lord Krishna asked Uddhava, and Uddhava told it's that king, you to better meet, because Jasandha can be killed all alone, and with his army he will be very powerful. That will be the best, and Bhima can kill Jasandha. So then after Lord Krishna visits Indraprastha, and the residents of Indraprastha are very happy to see Lord Krishna. They are very joyful, and they welcome Krishna with full heart. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj approaches in the assembly, tells Lord Krishna that he was going to perform a Rajasuya sacrifice, which is the king of all, which an emperor has to perform in order to prove his capability to. He has to capture all the kings from all directions. He has to prove his power, and so Lord Krishna is very pleased with Yudhishthira Maharaj. And in this sacrifice, Lord Yudhishthira Maharaj wants to show the power of devotional service, the superiority of the devotees, and the inferiority of the non-devotees. So those people, those who did not believe, had faith in Krishna, they will accept the superiority of Krishna. Then all the different demigods who are the all part and parcel of God, and Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. One cannot be happy unless one takes shelter of Lord Krishna. So this was the topic, and Krishna appreciates this. This only shelter is Lord Krishna's lotus feet. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was a pure devotee of Lord. And so in order to that, he has to, Lord Krishna tells him that you have to conquer in all directions. So he sends his four brothers in all directions, and they become victorious. But they could not, Jasandha was retaliating. So in order to kill Jasandha, Bhima, Arjuna and Lord Krishna left for to meet Jasandha. And they discussed themselves as Brahmanas. So Jasandha came to know that they were not actually Brahmanas, they were Kshatriyas by their body marks. So Jasandha told, anyhow, you have come as a Brahmana. He started to laugh loudly, but you have discussed, but you are a Kshatriya, so already you came to as a beggar to me, and I am ready to offer you charity, because already you have lost your this. You're just like a beggar. He laughed loudly. And then Krishna and Bhima, Arjuna challenged Jasandha to fight. So Jasandha accepted that he will fight with Bhima because Bhima is very strong, he's a proper commandant. And the fight went on for many days, and Bhima finally killed Jasandha. And then Krishna here blesses the liberated kings. So there's many wonderful philosophical explanation how Yudhishthira Maharaj is proving the Krishna is the supreme personal Godhead. Everybody is his servant, and one should surrender to Krishna. And then Lord Krishna is very pleased of Yudhishthira Maharaj, and he tells him to perform this Rajasuya sacrifice. He blesses Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Yudhishthira prepares for this. So he sends his brother to all direction to conquer all the wealth from all direction, and he prepares for this Rajasuya sacrifice. And in this nice interactions, like it's the superiority. Krishna says that you Yudhishthira, Bhima, they all son of expansion of the demigods. They're sons of demigods like Bhima, Arjuna. Yudhishthira Maharaj was son of Dharma. So there are different demigods like that. They're sons of their expansions. And the devotee can never be defeated. He wants to show it. Uh, Nobody can defeat on this earth planet. So devotees are very powerful. So the glories of the devotees and Lord Krishna, two things are there. And also then the appreciation of different kings, those who were great devotees like Ranti Dev, Bali Maharaj, King Sibi, and so their King Harishchandra. So their superiority was shown how they sacrificed themselves. Harishchandra, he was so charitable. He was in a very poverty stage, but still he had faith in. He sacrificed himself, his family, and Ranti Dev, he was fasting for many days, and he gave his food, water to any guest who approached him. And Sibi Maharaj, he gave his own flesh to the pigeon who came to shelter him. So, and then how you get the mercy of the Lord in that such a way, so much. And Lord, they are empowered with special empowerment. So this in this chapter it speaks of Lord Krishna blesses the liberated kings. So this chapter is very nice. Mercy, how Krishna bestows his mercy upon the kings. The kings were very great devotee of Lord Krishna. So Krishna is showing his mercy and also offering royal gifts to the kings. The kings then, as soon as they see the Lord Sri Krishna, they offer their respectful obeisance to Krishna, and then with folded palms they pray to Lord Krishna. So this is a very nice. This mercy of the Lord and mercy of the devotees is beautiful, very auspicious. Like today's solar eclipse, generally. So one has to see the beauty of the Lord Krishna. Like they said, the material world is full of contamination. Material world is a dark place. In the day we need sun, and in the night we need moon. Otherwise, it's street light, car lights. Still, it's dark. So the nature of the material world is dark. So only power is devotional service, bhakti. One can purify one's existence from this material contamination. Or actually, this place is dark. Actually, this material world is dark. So, solar eclipse today, the sun is covered. So, there's nice pastimes about that in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this particularly here it says like the 20,800 kings were imprisoned by Jasanta, and they were released, and they prayed to Lord Krishna. It was because of our sinful reaction. It is your special mercy that we have got, our false pride is gone now, so that they could remember the Lord Lotus feet. So this, I would like to read this verse. Then Lord Krishna tells Sadev to take care of the kings. They take nice bath and nice clothes. He offers him like just like a king, and they're sent to their kingdom. And then finally, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Krishna, Bhima go back to Indraprastha, where they meet Yudhishthira Maharaj and relate the story what happened actually. And Lord Krishna also fulfills the prayers of the kings. Yes. So this chapter, Lord Krishna blesses the liberated kings. This chapter relates how Lord Sri Krishna, after freeing the kings imprisoned by Jarasandha, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. When Lord Krishna freed the 20,800 kings Jarasandha had imprisoned, they immediately fell to the ground to pay him obeisances. Then they stood with joined palms and began to pray to him. Seeing their imprisonment and as an act of mercy by the Lord to smash their false pride, the kings prayed only to be granted whatever would facilitate their perpetual remembrance of his lotus feet. So this mercy, Krishna bestowed his mercy upon these kings. And he gave his darshan. That's what darshana is. Darshana. Darshana means to have an audience of a great personality, or the great personality gives his audience to the people, or the audience. So darshana, that's what Krishna, darshana. Darshana means darshana of a great personality, Lord Krishna, or his pure representative. It says in, that's a nice Vaishnava song, darshana pavitra karo etum, Ebaro Karuna Vaishnava Gosai. That's this beautiful song. Darshana Pavitra Kare Tumar Gun Haristane Aprade Tare Harinam Tomastane Aprade Nahi Paritran. So this, so one should have darshan of this. So we can see from this beautiful pastimes where Yudhishthira Maharaj is glorifying Krishna, is accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personal Godhead, and is having darshan of the Lord. So this is how we can save ourselves from this material contamination of this material world. To have darshan of a great person, our day should begin with seeing the Lord or His pure representative. So here he says, this chapter relates how Lord Sri Krishna, after freeing the king's imprisonment by Jasandha, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. So there are 6 types of exchanges which Nectar of Instruction explains. Dadati, Pratignati, Guyam, Akshati, Prachati. That means one should inquire about spiritual this. Dadati, Pratignati, one should offer gifts and accept gifts. So these are 6 systems of love, like offering gifts and accepting gifts and revealing one's heart to one another. Dadati Pratignati Guyam. And one should be very enthusiastic to perform devotional service. Dadati Pratignati Guyam Akshati Prachati. So this is, one should offer gifts and accept gifts. So these are the symptoms of love, exchange between devotees. So, and one should accept prasadam. And this also, this is a symptom of love, like things. So this chapter relates how Lord Krishna, freeing the imprisoned by Jasana, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. So the mercy of a pure devotee, a representative of God, a very elevated personality, and offering gifts. And this first verse about says is very important to progress in spiritual life. We always need the mercy of great souls. Like Parikshit Maharaj was in the womb of his mother, and Dronacharya's son had sent a Brahmastra to kill Ashwatthama to Parikshit's son. Ashwatthama had sent this. So Lord Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj from this Brahmastra by entering into the womb. And Parikshit Maharaj got the blessings of Lord Krishna within his womb. So 2 things, mercy of a great personality. That's why it's also said one should be in the association of devotees. Utsaha nisyed dhairya tat karma pravanat. One should give up the association of non-devotees in order to progress in devotional service. One should be very enthusiastic to perform devotional service. Utsaha nisyed. One should be very determined and one should have patience to perform devotional service. Utsaha nisyed dhairya tat karma pravanat sangat sanjayita. One should give up non-devotees. association. So this mercy and offering gifts, two things are here. When Lord Krishna freed the 20,800 kings just in that imprisoned, they immediately fell to the ground to pay him obeisances. So that's what Dandavat means. When you see a great personality of Lord, so that comes automatically when we engage in devotional service, when we have love towards each other, we are totally absorbed in Krishna consciousness. That's natural. Like when Srila Prabhupada was on this planet, all the devotees, they all were cooperating together and they were uh, dedicated their life to serve Prabhupada. That was the power of a very empowered devotee like that. So the acharyas, they are teaching by their examples. So, so they preach the message of the holy name all over the world. So that's they are teachers, but they teach by their example, by this thing that. So such personalities, our day should begin by having darshan of these personalities, our chanting of the holy name, that's especially in Krishna Varnam, Krishnam, Sangha Pangostro, Yajanti Sankirtan Sumiti. In this age, people will. Krishna is so kind in this Kali, he has come in the form of the holy name. In different ages, Krishna comes in different colors red, white, and black, and then in Kali Yuga he comes in the golden avatar, yellow color, that's Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he's preaching the message of chanting of the holy name Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, in these two verses, this chapter relates how Lord Krishna, after freeing the kings imprisoned by Jasanta, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. So seeking the mercy of a Lucifer. And then Lord Krishna freed the 20,800 kings he had imprisoned. They immediately fell to the ground to pay him obeisances. So when we come, so here it says, they stood with joint palms and began to pray him. So this is one, in every religion they have some type of obeisances to the Lord. They offer their folded hands or open hands, they pray to the Lord. So this is an opportunity. If we are born and we get this opportunity, our parents teach us that you go to the temple, worship the Lord, and begin your day with this prayers to the Lord like that. With folded palms, we come in front of the Lord. That shows the humility, like when seeing the Supreme Lord within everyone's heart, we offer our respects like that. Even our Bhagavatam, we say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offered my obeisance at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. I meditate upon the form of Lord Krishna, remembering of Krishna. So even in time, our we like says you have to remain in the association of devotees. Even at the last time of our practice, what we remember in the association of devotees, even if a person is in an unconscious state or in a coma, the devotees chanting of Hare Krishna can elevate him back to spiritual world. That's the power of association of devotees. It's so important in a spiritual life like that. Lord Krishna freed the 20,800 kings just named and immediately fell to the ground to pay him obeisances. Then they stood with joined palms and began to pray to him. So this culture of with folded hands praying in front of the Lord, we learn from this pastime of Srimad Bhagavatam. Repeatedly it says like that, offering prayers to the Lord. That shows our humility like that. So one should not be false pride. Like these kings are saying, seeing their, then they stood with joined palms and began to pray to him, seeing their imprisoned act of mercy of the Lord to smash their false pride. Because they were in false pride, they were thinking themselves as kings and so. So this position, everything, name, fame, beauty, knowledge, this is all temporary. One should accept this. So these kings, they are showing their example here. Seeing their imprisoned act of mercy by the Lord to smash their false pride. Because this is an illusion, like it bewilders the living entity that I am very beautiful, I am very knowledgeable, um, I have such position like that. Seeing their impressive act of, so they were kings. Seeing their impressive act of mercy by the Lord to smash their false pride, the kings prayed only to be granted whatever would facilitate their perpetual remembrance of His lotus feet. Hare Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, always think of me, offer obeisance to me, worship me with whole heart like that. Practice this Krishna consciousness. Uh, then you can remember Lord. One should remember Lord in all circumstances. And how it's possible? By practicing it, by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So beautiful. This every pages has so much knowledge like that. Like in this is saying Krishna, after freeing the kings imprisoned by Jasa, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. So we need always the mercy of elevated personality, advanced devotees. We need the association of devotees always in our life and giving the gifts. But Kali Yuga is so difficult like now as time goes, but still Kali Yuga is there's one good quality that's Kalor Doshini De Rajan. It's an ocean of faults, but there is one quality, good quality. That's Kirtan of Krishna. Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramrijit. So whatever little devotional service we are performing this age of Kali Yuga, one has to consider oneself very fortunate in this sense. This chapter relates about Lord Sri Krishna after freeing the kings imprisoned by Jasanta, mercifully gave them his audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. When Lord Krishna freed the 20,800 kings Jasanta had imprisoned, they immediately fell to the ground to pay him obeisances. Then they stood with joined palms and began to pray to him. I remember in Mayapur, whenever we were taught like as Asni Bhaktas, that when you see a sannyasi, you offer respects to him. Generally, we also pray after Mangalarti. We offer obeisance to all devotees. Like Tulsi Maharani also is the representative of Krishna, like that. Anything connected with Krishna is like we offer respects to it like that. Seeing their imprisoned act of mercy by the Lord to smash their false pride, the kings prayed only to be granted whatever would facilitate their perpetual remembrance of his lotus feet. So this remembrance of lotus of Krishna, so all the fear goes away just by constantly remembering Krishna. So one should always remember Krishna, one should always pray to the Lord's representative to seek their mercy. The Lord assured the kings that their prayers would be fulfilled. He instructed them, worship me by performing Vedic sacrifice and protect your subjects in accordance with the principle of religion. Fixing your mind on me, beget progeny, and remain always equiposed in happiness and distress. That's the end of your lives, you will surely attain me. So Krishna is assuring the kings that their prayers will be fulfilled. He instructed them, worship me by performing Vedic sacrifice and protect your subjects in according with the principles of religion. Dharma, one has to follow the principles of religion, like that. Words of Lord Krishna. In other words, fixing your mind on me, beget progeny, and remain always equiposed in happiness and distress. Lord Krishna then saw to it that the kings were properly bathed and dressed. He had Sadev offered them flower garlands, sandalwood pulp, fine clothing, and other things suitable for kings. After having them adorned with jewels and golden ornaments, he seated them on chariots and sent them off to their respective kingdoms. In accordance with the order the Lord had given them, they began to carry out their various duties once again. Lord Krishna, Bhima, and Arjuna then departed for Indraprastha, where they met with King Yudhishthira and related to him everything that had happened. So this is overview of the chapter 73, how the kings are having the darshan of Lord and they are being released from the imprisonment of Jasanda, and then they're offering their prayers to Lord Krishna, and yes, and they are showing their humbleness by offering obeisances and with folded arms. They are praying to the Lord and they are saying, "This is your mercy that you have smashed. This imprisonment was to smash our false pride. You have imprisoned us." Uh, so repeatedly we are going through this cycle of birth, old age, disease, and we are accepting body one after another. Uh, but the illusion of the world is so strong that in whatever form of body we feel it's comfortable, but it's a big prison house. We are in this material world. Similarly, these kings also here is saying they are praying to the Lord. This is very nice points here, yeah, very beautiful points here. First, it says the chapter Krishna, after freeing the kings imprisoned by Jasna, mercifully gave them audience and bestowed royal gifts upon them. So, giving gifts, accepting gifts, this is one of the symptoms of love, like offering prashadam. That's one of the symptoms of a devotees giving gifts to another. And mercy of the Lord and the power representative, and offering respects to the Lord, offering praise to the Lord, and thinking everything is the mercy of the Lord. Whatever we see, we see the form of the Lord. That's also mercy of the Lord. We recite from Srimad Bhagavatam, we hear Bhagavatam, we glorify the holy name. So it's all mercy of the Lord like that. So this is a very powerful process we can learn from him. So Krishna says here, worship me by performing Vedic sacrifice and protect your subjects in accordance with the principles of religion. So, in this age of Kali Yuga, the worship is the chanting of the holy name, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In different yugas, Lord came in different the meditation. Sat Yuga, Treta Yuga was temple worship, yeah, and then fires. So Treta Yuga there was fire sacrifice, and Dwapar Yuga there was temple worship, and Kali Yuga is the Sankirtan, that's chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So intelligent people will come together and glorify Lord Krishna. It says, Yajanti Sankirtan Sumdesha. And Kali Yuga is full of this. So Krishna is saying to the kings, and that period he instructed them, worship me by performing Vedic sacrifice and protect your subjects in according with the principles of religion, and follow these teachings of this scriptures like dharma, follow the path of righteousness, follow the path of sadhu, guru and shastra. Fixing your minds on me beget progeny. And thinking of Krishna, always remembering Krishna, we get nice progeny. And remain always equiposed in happiness destroys. Thus, at the end of your lives, you will surely attain me. So, just few things: mercy of a great personality, mercy of the Lord Krishna, and offering our praise to the Lord. The false pride, one should become free from false pride. That's whatever position, whatever name, fame, whatever. This is all the illusion of Maya, which covers our real this, blocks our path to spiritual life, and then performing according to the instruction of Lord Krishna. Like Dhritarashtra also heard Bhagavad Gita. Sanjay also heard Bhagavad Gita from Vyasadeva. But what was the difference? Sanjay also heard and Dhritarashtra heard. But Dhritarashtra could not get up because he was attached to his positions. Whereas Sanjay, he was very detached and he heard it with attention. He got the mercy of Vyasadeva. With one pointed attention, he heard about this message of Krishna. So that's one has to have gratitude. Just whatever we have, this devotional service, we have got this valuable gift of Krishna. This is all blessings of Krishna and his pure representation of Prabhupada. Like I said, today's solar eclipse, like that. This material world, it's actually a place, dark place. Actually, there's day sun, there is night moon, and then only this the power of devotional service can save us from this repeated cycle of birth, old age. This material body also is full of contamination. So this is the power of devotional service, the power of great personalities offering prayers to the Lord, seeking their mercy and being false from false pride and following the scriptures. So this is from this one. That's nice, wonderful, and offering gifts, accepting gifts. And this particularly this translation purports Sukdev Goswami said, Jason had defeated 20,800 kings in combat and threw them into prison. As these kings emerged from the Giridhar fortress, they appeared dirty and shabby dressed. They were emaciated by hunger. Their faces were dried up and they were greatly weakened by their long imprisonment. So we also see every moment, every step, our time is becoming less, every duration of every sunrise and sunset. But illusion, we forget this thing like that. So when we were young, we were very active, doing all sort of devotional service very enthusiastically. But as time goes, our body becomes weak. We don't have the energy. Uh, like I remember, I used to, when I was altar dressing, Mangalarti, Darshanarti, and Guru Puja, like that. But still, it's going on like it's all individual. Everybody is giving some part of their energy in the service of Krishna. We can see these deities are worshipped, dressed very nicely every day after day. Uh, it's a real austerity like that. Uh, yeah, it's the nature of time. As time thing, everything slowly goes on. That's the nature of the material world. But it's an austere program, like I think many things. So this beautiful Kishori, the devotees dress, the devotees perform Guru Puja, like Sunil Prabhu is doing Guru Puja, very nice singing. It's a beautiful voice he's using in Krishna service. So nice, very nice program. This is all. Uh, so everybody, Mataji, sitting in Bhagavatam regularly, attending class. Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Sloki Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, one awakens one love for Krishna and all the unwanted things are gone like that. By regularly hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, that's the power of Srimad Bhagavatam because it's a spotless Puran. So emaciated by the hair, dried up, and they were greatly weakened by the wrong impulse. The kings then behold the Lord before them. His complexion was dark blue like the color of a cloud. He wore a yellow silk garment. He was distinct by the silver mark on his chest. So one of the important program in worshipping the Lord is dressing the deities of the Lord. So when devotees they wake up the deities in the only in the morning in ISKCON we have this process according to Panchratik Vidhi. The deities are waked up early in the morning and they are offered sandesh and rabdi. So they at the night they have a bed, especially the Utsav Murti. They have a bed where we give rest to Gaur Nitai, Kishore Kishori, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And then the pujari wake up early in the morning, the deities. So this is a nice impression of worshipping the deities of the Lord, the nine process of devotional service. And one is worshipping the Lord Archanam, that's one. That's one of the process. So, so especially in the morning, after then we perform Mangal Arti early in the morning, 4:30, and after Mangal Arti we dress the deities. So when we bring a lot, the pujaris bring the plate with nice paraphernalia, incense, perfume, oil, nice flowers, fresh flowers, and Ganges water. In different temples, they have different process, or we can use panchagavya to bath the deities. The five ingredients made of milk, like milk, honey, um, yogurt, ghee, and the Ganges water, like that. The bed, the deities on the plate, and they draw a nice sandalwood paste. They make like a triangle, four angles, just like me, and then circle like a lotus. And they invite the seek the mercy of Guru Parampara, and then bath the deities with either water, and then they offer scent, and then offer water. So that's in ISKCON deity worship we can find that manual and we can utilize it as a very step-by-step process how you worship the deities. It's nice scented with water, with oil. and then dressed with nice clothes, fresh clothes. So we see the deities here. It says here, Krishna, kings then beheld the Lord before. His complexion was dark blue like the color of a cloud. He wore a yellow silk garment. He was distinguished by the Shiva's mark on his chest. His four mighty arms, the pinkish hue of his eyes, which resemble the oval of a lotus. His lovely, cheerful face, his gleaming makara earrings, and the lotus club, conch shell, and disc in his hands. A helmet, a jeweled necklace, a golden belt, and a golden bracelets, and armlets necklace form. We can see from the free to we can observe this. That's the bracelet when we dress the deities. That's nupur, like what you say, yeah, like ankle bell. And then we see depends on the abdomen. There's a nice belt, and on the neck there is a nice necklace, and on hands there are rings, and Krishna is holding a flute, and also in the hands there is a bracelet. We can meditate on this form of the Lord, and his eyes are very beautiful. He lives a very nice smiling, and there's nice tilak on his forehead, and his nice turban with nice peacock feather. And now we have helmet like crown, so like that. It's a beautiful Kishore. Kishori also is dressed very nice. And there's a bouquet, there's bracelet, rings on a hand, and necklace, and there are nose ring is there on the forehead. It's nice necklace, chain is there, and with nice flowers is decorated. It looks very beautiful. So in this way we can meditate on Lord Sri Krishna. Similarly, the kings were meditate on Lord Sri Krishna. This different beautiful form of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Very nice. We can go through this little bit. 8:31 it became. Srimad Bhagavatam. So any form of Krishna, like in Hindu worship, the Supreme Lord Vishnu lives in the form of a tortoise. This most dear and beautiful form is always worshipped there in devotional service by the Aryama, the chief residents of universe. Along with the other hymns from that land, they chant the following hymns. The word Priyatma is very significant. Each devotee regards a particular form of the Lord as most dear. Because of an atheistic mentality, some people think that the tortoise, boar, and fish incarnation of Lord are not very beautiful. They do not know that any form of the Lord is always the full opulent person of Godhead. Since one of his opulence is infinite beauty, all the Lord incarnations are very beautiful. So any form of the Lord, if Lord comes in different forms, they are all beautiful. But those people who are not sincere, those who are not intelligent, they don't accept it. Those who are atheistic mentality, but they are all transcendental forms, like the tortoise, Matsya, Kurma, Vara. They do not know that any form the Lord is always fully opulent person of Godhead. Since one of opulence is infinite beauty, all the Lord's incarnations are very beautiful and appreciated as such by devotees. Non-devotees, however, think that Krishna's incarnation are ordinary material creatures, and therefore they distinguish between the beautiful and not beautiful. A certain form of the Lord is worshipped by a particular devotee because he loves to see that form of the Lord. So it says that a certain form of the Lord is worshipped by a particular devotee because he loves to see that form of the Lord. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Advaitam Achutam Ananti Anantarupam Adhyam Purana Purusham No Yovanam Cha. This very beautiful form of the Lord is always youthful. Sincere servants of a particular form of the Lord always see that form as very beautiful. He says, any form of the Lord is very beautiful. Atheistic people cannot understand. And the Lord comes in different forms, and Krishna's form is Advaitam, Achutam, Anadim, Anantarupam. It's very beautiful. Advaitam, Achutam, Anadim, Anantarupam, Adhyam Purana Purusham. Now he's always young, he's very beautiful. Servants of a particular form of the Lord always see that form as beautiful. The particular one is attached to a particular form, this is very beautiful. Like Lord Jagannath is comes in the form of wood. So Lord is worshipped in the form of a wood, like because everything is a manifestation of Krishna's energy. So in this material world, Lord Jagannath is not wood actually, it's the form of the Lord. So Lord comes in his energy so that can devotee can worship him. So like the Ganges water, this is water, but the devotees worship the Ganges water and the form of Jagannath, he says. So he says, the very beautiful form of the Lord is always youthful. Sincere servants, it says, sincere servants of a particular form of the Lord always see that form as very beautiful, and thus they engage in constant devotional service to Him. Hare Krishna. So, this is one of the qualification of a devotee. He has to be sincere to be a particular form, and he sees that form is very beautiful, and he engages in devotional service. So, in Satyuga, in four yugas, Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali, the Lord incarnates in four colors: white, red, black, and yellow, respectively. These are the colors of the incarnation in different millennia. In Satyuga, when the incarnation of youth comes, its complexion white, and in next Treta Yuga, its complexion is red. In the next Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, complexion is black, and in Kali Yuga, the complexion is yellow. Krishna Tva Varnam Trish Krishna Sankopangasta Parshadam Yagni Sankirtan Praye Yajanti Sumedesha. In this age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by his own example, used to perform Sankirtan. Like a few days back, we had Srivas appearance day. Srivas was so much absorbed in Kirtan that when there were Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take many groups. They used to perform many groups, six groups. They play different symbols like Mirdang, Kardal. And once what happened, King Pratap's servant was trying to obstruct Srivas Thakur. And Srivas Thakur gave a slap to this servant. And the Pratap told, "You got the mercy of Lords, pure devotee like that." So even a devotee chastises or last, yes, that's the blessing of Krishna. Like we see in this Jasandas, the kings were imprisoned and they told because of our false pride. Now our false pride is gone. This we were imprisoned by Jasanda. Similarly, in this age, Kalyuga, he's a category of Krishnas. You can take the meaning of Krishna like Varna means a caste of classes. So he's the classic Supreme Lord Krishna. Or if you don't take the meaning that Krishna is always chanting Krishna, Krishna to no. So Krishna always engage in Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is the first future. The symptoms of Yuga of this age is Krishna. Right. Lord Chaitanya preached. His preaching was on Aradhya Bhagwan Brajesi Tanaya. Said Nand Maharaj used to be worshipped along with his transcendental Vrindavan, the most pleasing form of worship for the Lord. That which is performed by the gopis of Vrindavan, Srimadva, is the spotless authority on everything, and pure love of God is the ultimate goal of life for all of men. So, pure devotional service or pure love for Krishna, that's the ultimate goal of life for every man, it says. So these statements are which, so the gopis, they perform this pure devotion. They were always absorbing Krishna. All their activities were glorifying Krishna. So this Krishna consciousness is a very gift for us. We can remember Krishna. So in our ultimate end of our life, we practice Krishna, and in the association of devotees, the devotees, even in not in a good state of mind, the sound vibration can protect us. So this is wonderful. Krishna is only the worshipable object, and he's always chanting Hare Krishna. So any form of Krishna, the devotees, sincere devotees worship Krishna. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the holy name of the Lord. And this one I will go to this Dadati Pratigna, sorry, sure. Offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable, revealing one's mind in confidence. So these are the six symptoms: offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, and revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasadam, and offering prasadam are the six symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another. Hare Krishna. We can understand from these things, actually, we have love for each other. There he says here, offering gifts in charity. One should develop these things. Accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasadam, and offering prasadam are the things of Lord. Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur, when he saw on the backyard, he was in his room in the Lotus building. So there were some boys, they were fighting. He used her for the food they were taking from the garbage. And Prabhupada told that on 1 mile around this temple, nobody should go free. The prasad distribution was started like that. Food for life. In that way, our movement started with prasad distribution. There's three things: Harinam, prasad distribution. So in this it says offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, and like in the entrance, like there was like bullets with balls. Like in every Sunday, that says full of sweets. Like people come, they get sweets like prasadam, and there any guest comes, we invite to have prasadam like that. So here it's very clearly said, offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasadam and offering prasadam are the six terms of love shared by one devotee another. In this also verse we can see the king Sudharma, Jasanda's son Krishna is saying that he's offering, he's giving respect to the kings, he's offering sandalwood paste, he's offering garlands like that. So anybody who gets garlands of the deities or prasadam, they will always remember this good sign like that. Offering in their life, they will always, like I remember one devotee, we had gone to, I was in traveling Sankirtan bus party, and I had been to Balaji Vrindavan there, so not Vrindavan, in Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. So in that, I came across one devotee. He told that I want to come along with you bus party. Then okay, I told we need devotees anyway. You come along. And this devotee, uh, he was always glorifying with nice verses. He saw anything you say, he says Jagannath like that. And he has nice Sanskrit verses he used to recite, very nice, beautiful, and he appreciates me, and then he's always appreciated till now like that. And then finally got married, and he begot 8 children, and each name he gave Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, 6 boys, 2 girls, like that, and like that. Uh, so he appreciates that you took me along to Radha Ras Bihari. My life changed like that. It's very powerful like that. He got the association of devotees, he got the service of Krishna, and today he's all. And all these children in London, he stays in London. Uh, so there's a process that you cannot send your student children, you can give homeschooling for 11 years. So he trained them 11 years in mridang, harmonium, tabla, like that, all devotional service. So all the children, they are very expert in playing this mridang, tabla, harmonium, glorifying Krishna like that. So that's the power of devotional service like that. Even that next generation can get benefit. So in this verse, Rupa Goswami perform. So the power of book distribution, like devotion association. There are 6 kinds of giving charity to the devotees, accepting from the devotees whatever they may offer, opening one's mind to the devotee, inquiring from them about the confident service of the Lord, honoring prasad or spiritual food given by the devotees, and feeding the devotees with prasadams. The sixth one, feeding the devotees with prasadam. An experienced devotee explains, and inexperienced learns from him. This is Guyam Akyati Prachati. He says, an experienced devotee explains, an inexperienced devotee learns from him. This is Guyam Akyati Prachati. When a devotee distributes prasadam, remnants food offered to the Supreme Person God, in order to maintain our spirit of devotion, we must accept this prasadam as Lord grace, received through the pure devotee. We should always invite pure devotees to our home and offer them prasadam and prepare to please them in all respect. This is called Bhunte Bhojati Chaiva. Hare Krishna. Thank you for having patiently here Srimad Bhagavatam. Any mistakes from my side, forgiveness. See, any comments, any questions, Prabhu? Say something, Prabhu. This it will purify. This gives all the sages they were assembled in Srimad Bhagavatam for the benefit of all the people online. uh, Hare Krishna. Add something. No, it's good. Okay, nice. Thank you. Mata is nice. Yeah, this wonderful process of Krishna consciousness. Each page, each verse, each purports the form of the Lord, offering gifts, prayers to the Lord, prayers to pure devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes, Banda. Hare Krishna. Yeah, you have something, Mother? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Yes, yes.
It's an interesting thing that Lord Krishna took such good care of the kings, because that initial description of them being shabbily dressed and in a dirty condition and looking emaciated, and then that Krishna actually took care to provide them with clothing and ornaments and even the chariots to send them back to their kingdoms. It's just quite wonderful that he took such incredible care of them. So I was just appreciating.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mother says that how Krishna took care of the kings and the kings reciprocated to Krishna both ways. So there's the interaction of Lord and his devotees. It's a loving exchange. Thank you, Srimad Bhagavat Puran ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nithai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.